How y'all are this afternoon? This is your buddy George Jones over at the Bergen Gun Range. Trying it again. The camera cut me off because I had too much on there, and it said, "Oh, you got too much on there. We're just gonna cut you off." So we're gonna try it again. Hey, I got this old used gun. The old used gun I got today is the Titan Tiger 38 Special Revolver. That's this guy. Now this guy looks a whole lot like an Aramidius revolver, like a German Aramidius, and it probably is. It's got the Aramidius logo right here on the side of it, but on this side it says Titan Tiger 38 Special Caliber, FIE Corp, Miami, Florida. The very prominent serial number across the side of the top strap, and it says read warnings before using gun, which is a pretty good indication it was made sometime after 1972. Now the Aramidius design is very much, if Hi-Point was in the revolver business, this is probably pretty much what one would look like. Okay, it's basically a pot metal frame gun that's really heavily overbuilt to make up for the cheaper materials. Okay, this is the way Hi-Points are made. This is why they're so big and bulky, is because basically they're a pot metal slide gun with a lot more material there than you would think it needs just to give it the strength that it needs to have to operate normally. Same thing goes for this. Pretty nice gun, actually, tell you the truth. 6-shot 38 Special, 2 1/4 inch barrel, all steel barrel, appears to be screwed in. Pretty nicely made to be an economy price gun. Sights are like they are on an Aramidius, they're a great big chunky aperture here in the back and a simple blade in the front with a sight plane on it. Hammer appears to be of the stamped and heat treated style, and it has a rebounding hammer as opposed to it does have a transfer bar. I was thinking it's way down in there, but it's in there. Yeah, it has a transfer bar style internal safety on it. Rubber grips. They're mono grips. Not a whole lot you can say about it. Let's shoot it one time, see how it actually shoots. Let me find me a box of 38s here. 38 Special 148 grain wad cutter. I managed to pull them out when I pulled them out, but there they are. There's a box of wad cutters. Look at that. Flat point 38 Special wad cutter. What's the purpose of a wad cutter? Why is it made that way? Well, I'll tell you. The reason why a wad cutter is made that way, and I've said this before, is the only real purpose of a wad cutter is because it's 158 grains. It's the same as this is 148 grains. Basically the same weight as any other standard 38 Special pistol bullet in lead. But the flat point wad cutter creates a very nice, clean, round hole in the target. Makes it easy in matches for scoring. That's where we're at there. Now there is a school of thought that the wad cutter actually produces a better wound canal has more wounding effect in a defensive role than, say, 38 Special round nose lead or the lead hollow points. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't have any ballistic gelatin or a high-speed camera to prove it out with, but it makes sense because I do know that the actual tip of the bullet is the only thing destroying tissue. The rest of the tissue is simply moved out of the way and flexes back, the permanent and temporary wound canal. So if you have more front on that bullet to contact tissue, which is destroyed, then you'll have a larger permanent wound canal. 6 on single action. Let's give it a try here. We'll shoot at the bottom target on my brand new target stand that I'm dying to shoot the doll rags. Ooh. Yeah. Hey, this thing shoots pretty good. Look at that. Either I've hit it twice and missed it twice and... No. Let's go. All right. All been fired. So I've got it right on the cotton picking bullseye down there. That gun shoots pretty good. Now this is 7 yards, of course. It's a standard defensive range. Let's go down there and look at it. 7 yards, 21 feet. CCDW qualification range. And that's 6. That's 6 in there. That's very, very acceptable marksmanship. I seldom ever shoot a gun that good, or I seldom ever shoot a gun that shoots that good. It's all right. Generally, the German manufacturers, even on the cheaper guns, get the lock-up, force and cone index, rifling, and sight alignment all correct on their guns. Even though they're economy price guns, the Germans have always, you know, the ROMs and so forth like that, Rex, even though they were cheap guns, they tend to shoot good because the Germans take pride even in their cheap products. Well, all right then, that's about the size of that. I wanted to show you right quick a little thing that I mention from time to time on videos so people keep up with it. How do you tell which way a revolver rotates simply by looking at the gun? So the way you do this is you look at the cylinder lock cut. Will always have a little scallop on it, okay? So the way that the cylinder lock cut goes from the deepest part of the cut to the shallowest part of the cut will mechanically indicate which way that revolver will turn, okay? So this one goes deep to shallow this way, so it's going to turn that way. And that's true for every gun make there is, because it has to have that little shallow scalloped out spot to help roll it into index. Okay. All right, just a little shooting tip for you. That's about the size of it for the old FIE Titan Tiger. Now you see guns marked Titan Tiger that are also Rossi. You see guns that are marked Titan Tiger that are also manufactured under license by other manufacturers. You know, so if you see Titan Tiger on a gun and it doesn't say Aramedius on it, you know, don't sweat that because, you know, it's a contract gig. All right then, like I share a pie, commentate, and subscribe. Leave me an old $1 on the Patreon bucket on the way out the door, and I'll buy me a better camera next month. And I'll see y'all when I see you. Bye now.